Hello students, how are you all? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe. Welcome back to our YouTube channel Study at Home and Prince Edu Hub. See beta, in our earlier lecture for class 10th, we studied some previous year asked questions by CBSE regarding quadratic equations. This video is gonna be the part 2 for the same series. What does it mean? It means in this video we are going to discuss some more previous year questions asked by CBSE based on the quadratic equations. Okay beta? So be ready with your pen, notebook in your hand, and with full attention and enthusiasm, you all are to be present over here. Okay beta? Please give your 100% attention to the video. In this video, see beta, we are going to start picking up the random statements. Picking up the random statements, you will try to cover all the kind of statements asked by CBSE on the basis on different criteria like distance, speed, time, numbers, formation of numbers. Are you getting my point? On the basis of money, and many more concepts we will discuss here. Okay, see, I am going to start with a statement. This was the question asked by the CBSE in 2016. Okay, in 2016. See, this question is based on speed and time. See beta, in earlier lecture we discussed two type of questions. We will discuss here random questions. Might be they are of same type, might be they are of different type, but our motto is to enhance our area. Maximum type of questions we will like to cover in this video by statement. By statement we have to form equations and then we will solve by factorization of quadratic formula as it is suitable for the question. See, without any delay, first question I am going to discuss is based on the speed and time. Speed and time. See beta, for every question I will write the statement here. You have to take the screenshot, understand the concept, okay, and then if you want to solve by yourself, you can solve. Otherwise, watch the video and you will get the best solution. See beta, the motorboat speed is 24 kilometers per hour in still water, and it takes 1 hour more to go 30 kilometers upstream than to return same distance. See beta, a motorboat, this is the statement beta, a motorboat can run at the rate of 24 kilometers per hour in still water. Okay, it takes 1 hour more to go upstream. Than to go downstream for distance 32 kilometers. You got the statement. See beta, we have to find what we have to find: speed of stream. See beta, this is the question we are discussing first time. So every one of you should put your 100% attention. See beta, first we will learn the basic concept behind the criteria of upstream and downstream, and it will work in also question related to 3rd chapter and 5th chapter also. Okay, see, See the statement. See, I am drawing the figures to make you understand the criteria of downstream and upstream. See beta, suppose this is the river, this is the river. Okay, try to understand the concept only. Here I am not solving the sum, I am trying to make you understand the concept of upstream and downstream. Here is also the river. This is the same river, different case. These are the different cases. This is for the downstream case and this is for the upstream case. See beta, suppose the water is flowing in this direction. Water is flowing in this direction. Okay, and here is the boat. Here is the boat. Okay, a person is driving it. Okay, and it is moving also in this direction with some speed. This case is downstream. See beta, downstream means with the flow. With the flow. Water is moving in this direction. You are also moving in this direction. See beta, I think many of you are swimmers. All of us can swim. Might be. Just consider you can swim. Okay. Now see, when the water is flowing in this direction and you are also swimming in this direction, you automatically gets a boost. Okay, automatically your speed increases. Why? Because the speed of stream helps to you push in the same direction. The speed of stream helps to you push in the same direction. In that case, your speed is increased by the speed of stream. Are you getting my point? In this case, suppose speed of this is x. Speed of boat is x kilometers per hour and speed of stream is y kilometer per hour. Okay, speed of boat is x kilometer per hour and speed of stream is y kilometers per hour. In this case beta, effective speed will be x plus y kilometers per hour. Are you getting my point beta? When the downstream case is there, boat is moving in this direction. Let me draw the boat again. I think this is not looking too good. Suppose this is the boat. Okay, this is the person which is driving it. Okay, boat is moving in this direction with speed of x kilometer per hour. Okay. Speed of water is y kilometer per hour, speed of boat is x kilometer per hour. In this case, effective speed becomes x plus y kilometers per hour. You got my point. Downstream means with the flow. With the flow. You can say with the flow. The case of upstream. Suppose water is flowing in this direction. Now water is flowing in this direction with the speed y kilometer per hour. With the speed y kilometers per hour and the boat is whatever is this. See, boat is moving in this direction with x kilometer per hour. Okay beta, see, in first case you are swimming with the flow, with the stream, and in this case you are flowing in this direction, you are swimming in this direction and the water is flowing from the opposite direction. The speed of water will oppose your speed. The speed of water will oppose your speed and automatically your speed will be reduced. See, one more thing. If speed of your is less than the speed of water, you will flow with the water. Yes or no? Are you getting my point beta? You can move in this direction if and only if x is greater than y. If x is less than y will take you backwards. Okay, y will take you with itself. Done. Are you getting my point? This case is possible when x is greater than y. If x is less than y, the water will take you to its desirable destination. Okay. Here, if x is greater than y, in that case, effective speed of boat will be x minus y kilometers per hour. Got it, beta? See, this is with the flow, this is against the flow. See, beta, this was the concept of upstream and downstream cases. Do not get panic at any point. Okay, beta, every question is very simple. See, once again I am repeating that talk, that your observation, keen observation and imagination makes you a perfect mathematician. You have to try and you have to start thinking in this way. Your thought process should be clear. What was the question? When you are moving downstream, your direction and stream means water direction are same in that with the flow. In that case, effective speed of boat will be x plus y. Done. And in the case of upstream, you are moving in this direction, water in this direction. In that case, beta, against the flow, the speed of boat will be x minus y kilometers per hour. Done, beta? Done? Take the screenshot. This is the case we will discuss in the question. That's why I made a base here. I am just trying to make a foundation here for the type of question. Take the screenshot. Done. Now see, beta, we will discuss the case. We will discuss the case here. The case is very simple. If you know the case of downstream and upstream, the question becomes a fun for you. See, solution. See, beta, solution. Speed of boat is 24 kilometers per hour. Yes or no? It is given or not? Speed of boat is 24 kilometers per hour is given. Okay. Distance covered is 32 kilometers. This is same for the upstream case and downstream case. We will discuss it later. See. Let speed of stream be x kilometers per hour. What I considered, I assume the speed of the boat is x kilometers per hour. Okay, beta. Now see the case of downstream. The case of downstream and the case of upstream. Okay, we are discussing here. In the case of downstream, effective speed will be 24 plus x kilometer per hour. Yes or no? Are you getting my point? See, beta, in case of downstream, speed of water is added to the speed of boat in the still water. Okay. And in case of upstream, effective speed will be 24 minus x kilometer per hour. Yes or no? You got my point, beta? In case of upstream, the effective speed is 24 minus x kilometers per hour. Now see here, distance in both cases is 32 kilometers. Here is also distance is 32 kilometers. Here is 24 plus x downstream, 24 minus x upstream. Okay, now see, what is the time distance relation? If you remember, t is distance by speed, yes or no? T is distance by speed. Here time in this downstream case will be distance by speed. So much hours. Yes or no? Done, beta? And here the time in upstream case, it will be distance by speed. So much hours. Got my point, beta? Very easily we found the time taken by the boat in downstream case and time taken by the boat in upstream case. Now this is the time of downstream, time of upstream case. Now see, what is condition given? According to given condition, time of upstream minus time of downstream is 1 hour. Are you getting my point? See beta, one I am highlighting here. It takes 1 hour more to go upstream than to go downstream for distance 32 kilometers. What does it mean beta? See, if the boat was going upstream, it was taking 1 hour more. It's obvious when speed is less, time will be increased. In case of upstream, the time is this one. In case of downstream, the time is this one, and their difference is 1 hour. Okay beta, got it? Now it clear the time distance related questions. Now what we should have to do here, time at upstream, time for upstream is this one, time for downstream is this one, and difference is 1. Yes or no beta? Okay, now see, if you take the LCM, 24 minus x, 24 plus x, 24 minus x, 24 plus x. See, it will be multiplied with this. (24 minus x) done is equal to 1. Is equal to 1. And from here, multiply inside 24 into 32, 2x, minus 32 into 24 plus 32x is equal to, see beta, we are cross multiplying here, a plus b, a minus b, a square minus b square, a square minus b square. Here this portion is cancelled. Okay, I am writing here, and then we will solve this question. The output will be, see, what the output will be. 32, 64x is equal to, what is this? 576 minus x square. 24 square is 576. 24 square is 576. Done. Now see, these two shift this side. X square minus, plus 64x minus 576 is equal to 0. This is the equation we got. This is the equation we got. Okay, yes or no? Yes or no beta? Done. Now what we have to do? We have to solve this. We have to solve this, and this is very simple. We can do it by factorization or quadratic formula. Choice is yours. You have to do it by yourself. I am making this factor. 64 will be 72 minus 8. Factors will be 72 and minus 8. Done beta. Once again I am repeating the same question. You see it. Once again I am repeating the same question. See, speed of boat is 24 km per hour. It was given. Okay. We consider the speed of stream be x km per hour. Done. Okay. Now see, the case of downstream, effective speed of boat will be 24x. Here effective speed will be 24 minus x. The distance is 32 kilometers in both the cases, and the time is distance by speed, And what is given? The difference of the times taken by the boat upstream minus downstream is 1 hour. Is 1 hour. It was given. It is 1 hour. Okay. We put the value of TU and TD from here and here, and then we found this equation, which can be solved by factorization method as well as quadratic formula. Choice is yours. Done beta. It was the question, and it is very frequently asked question based on speed and time by CBSE. The next question I would like to solve again on the basis of this, so that your command over this statement is very good. Okay? Done? Take the screenshot. Done beta? Now see. Question number 2 we will discuss here, again on the basis of speed and time. Again on the basis of speed, time and distance. Okay. I think upstream and downstream case is now clear to you all. See beta, if any point is not clear to you, you should pause the video and again watch the part which is confusing you. Okay. Never get confused. Never you get confused. Okay beta. See, next question, the statement I am writing is, a train travels at certain speed for 54 kilometers. A train travels a certain speed for 54 kilometers and then travels a distance of 63 kilometers with 6 km per hour more speed. See beta, initially the train is traveling 54 kilometers with some speed and then 63 kilometers with 6 kilometers more speed than the previous one. Okay. Then the first speed, more speed than the first speed. Okay. Question is getting cleared, and then it takes 3 hours to complete the journey. Total time is 3 hours. Find speed of train. Find speed of train. For both the journeys we have to find the speed of the train. Again very simple question beta. See, in first case distance is 54 and the speed is something. Assume something. In the next case distance is 63 and the speed is 6 more than something, means 6 plus something. Are you getting my point? First speed is x, then the second speed is x plus 6. It's obvious. Very simple question. See beta, if we start the solution, directly we can go to the conclusion. See, let first speed of train be x kilometers per hour. First speed of train be x kilometers per hour. Then second speed of train will be x plus 6, yes or no? You got my point. For the initial journey, the speed was x kilometer per hour, and for the second journey of 63 kilometers, the speed was 6 more than the previous one, that is x plus 6. Okay, x plus 6. And what we have to do here, see, time taken to cover 54 kilometers, distance by speed, so much hours, yes or no? Distance is 54, speed is x for first case. Done. In the same way, time taken to cover 63 kilometers. 63 by x plus 6 kilometers. Yes or no? This is the time taken for 54 kilometers. This is the time taken for 63 kilometers. And now what we have to do? According to condition. According to condition, what the output will be? This time plus this time is 3 hours. The time taken for complete journey. For complete journey is 3 hours. Okay, done beta. Now it's done. Now what we have to do? Solve this side first. X into x plus 6. 54 into x plus 6. Sorry. Yes or no? We took LCM here. x into x plus 6. It will multiply with this, it will multiply with this. Now see beta, 54x plus 324. 6 into this plus 63x. Cross multiply 3x into x plus 6. Here you will get 54 plus 63. What the output is? 4 plus 3, 7, 1, 1 x plus 324. 3x square plus 18x. Yes or no? 3x square plus 18x. 3x multiplied with this and then with this. Now see beta, I am forming the equation here and you have to solve by yourself. Shift all these towards right. Here is written beta 3x square plus 18x. It will shift it towards left, minus 117, and it will make minus 324 is equal to 0. Okay beta, we shifted both these quantity towards right. 3x square plus, it will be minus 99x minus 324 is equal to 0. I think 3 can be taken as common here. X square minus 33x minus 108 is equal to 0. Yes or no? Done beta. X square minus 33x minus 108 is equal to 0. This is the equation we formed. Now what you have to do? You have to find its solution. Yes or no? You have to find its solution. And you have to find its solution by yourself. Done beta? Because the question was very simple. And if you see 36 factors about of 33. Not factors, parts, splitted parts. See beta, what is 36 threes? 36 threes is 108. And 36 minus 3 difference is 3. What does it mean? It means the factors for this equation are minus 36 and plus 3. Minus 36 and plus 3, and that will help you to sort out the problem. Done beta? Done from my side? Okay. Okay then, done beta? Now you have to do by yourself. What is the output? The factorization for this will be minus 36 and plus 3. You have to do it by yourself. Take the screenshot so that we can move further. Done? It was so simple. Because beta, questions based on speed and time we are going to discuss here are very simple. Just once you have command over them, no one can stop you. To score 100% in this type of questions. Okay. You want me to do one more sum of this type? I think it's enough. Speed and time questions are done now. Okay. Now what I am going to do? I am going to do two questions based on time. See beta, why I am taking these questions? Exercise 4.3 question number 9 was doubt of many students. Exercise 4.3 question number 9 was doubt of many students that sir, we could not understand the concept of work and time. So do not worry beta, we are going to discuss 2-3 questions of the same type, so that the concept is clear to you. Okay? Don't worry. Should we start? First to note the statement. The statement is number 3. 2 pipes can fill the tank in 11:1 by 9 hours. The same type Okay, sorry, minutes. Same type of question, beta. 4.3, question number 9. One pipe takes, if one pipe takes 5 minutes more to fill tank separately, in how much time they separately can fill the tank? See beta, question is very simple. Exactly same question that was discussed in NCERT textbook exercise 4.3 question number 9, which was doubt of many students. Do not worry beta, now this is gonna to be a clear concept for you, crystal clear to you it will be right now. See what we know, the same example I have given in that question, I am trying to make you understand from the same question, same example. See beta, if I want to clean this room, clean the whole room, okay, I take 4 hours. I take 4 hours. In how much part of the room is cleared in 1 hour? 1/4, yes or no? See beta, I can do my work in 10 hours. Whatever the work is given to me, I can work the whole work in 10 hours. But I could able to give only 5 hours to my work. Then how much work was done? Half, yes or no? 1/2. Are you getting my point? The time is just reversed. Total time to complete whole work was 1 hour. Sorry, was 10 hours. But if I took 5 hours for work, if I gave 5 hours to work, only half the work was completed. If I am taking 4 hours to complete the work in 1 hour, 1/4 work is done. In 3/4, see beta, 4 hours to complete one work. Yes or no? 4 hours to complete one work. 2 hours, 2/4, that is half work. 1 hour means 1/4 work. Yes or no? See beta, what I am trying to say, I am trying to convert the work per hour. Work done per hour. Okay, I am trying to make you understand how we can get per hour work. Okay, its ability was to do work in 4 hours. In 2 hours it will do half work. In 1 hour it will do in 3 hours it will do 3/4 of the work. Yes or no? This is the criteria. This is the criteria. Okay. You want to take the screenshot? As its choice is yours. Now see beta. Both are taking 100/9 minutes. Both are taking, tap 1 plus tap 2. Both are taking so much. In 1 minute, how much work will be done? 9/100, yes or no? In 1 minute, the work done will be 9/100 part of the total work. Okay, see, tap 1 and tap 2 take 5 hours to complete the tank, means 1 tank. In 1 hour, these two will take 1/5 work done. In 1 hour, they will complete 1/5 of the work. This is the same concept we are using here. We take its reciprocal. Total times reciprocal is done in 1 unit of time. Okay, this is the concept. Now see, what is the statement here? What is the statement here? Let one pipe takes time to fill the tank be X minutes. Let one pipe can fill the tanks in X minutes, then second pipe will take time to fill the tank is equal to X plus 5 minutes. Why beta? It was already said one pipe takes 5 minutes more to fill the tank. If one is taking X minutes, the second will take X plus 5 minutes. Done? Now see. Now you see. What is the condition? Both are taking 11 is to 1 by 9. That is 100 by 9 minutes. Yes or no? Okay. Yes or no? 1 by 9. Now see, work done by first pipe in 1 minute, 1 by X. Yes or no? First pipe is taking X minutes, in 1 minute 1 by X. Work done by second pipe in 1 minute, 1 by X plus 5. This is the work done, this is the work done. Work done by both in 1 hour, 1 by X plus 1 by X plus 5. This is the time, this is the work. Both will complete in 1 hour. This is the work. Both will complete in 1 hour. Here, both are taking so much time. Okay. But both will do in 1 minute. 9 by 100 of the work. 9 by 100 of the work is done by both in 1 minute. This is the assumed condition. This is the actual condition. When actual and assumed are compared, you will get the equation. Okay. Now see, according to given 1 by X plus 5 is 9 by 100. 1 by X plus 1 by X plus 5 is 9 by 100. Done beta. Now it is very simple. X into X plus 5. X plus 5 plus X. 2X plus 5. X square plus 5X. 9 by 100. Now multiply. 9x square plus 45x. 200x plus 500. Shift what like? 45 minus 200. 45 minus 200. What it will be? Minus 155x. Shift it one like? Minus 500 is equal to 0. This is the equation you will get. This is the equation you will get. 9x square minus 155x and then minus 500. Okay. And this can be solved by you. Okay. See beta, once again I am repeating the question. One pipe takes time to fill tank is X minutes. The second will take 1 by X plus 5 minutes. Both are taking so much minutes given. In 1 minute they will work 9 by 100th part of the work. Separately they are doing in 1 minute 1 by X and 1 by X plus 1. If both are open together, it will work its work, it will work its work. Though both work will be added in 1 minute. 1 minute work of both according to assumed condition is this and actual condition is this. Both are equated and the output is here. Now see beta, the equation I am writing here is 9x square minus 155x minus 500 is equal to 0. If you break this, minus 180 plus, what is the 35? Yes or no? 25, sorry, plus 25x plus 25. It will be the factors. These will be the factors. Okay, beta, done. Question is done here. Take the screenshot. You have to solve it by yourself. I have told you the factors. If you want to do by the quadratic formula, it's your choice. Take out the screenshot. Done. Now question number next. See beta, this question is very, very important that I am going to deal with. This question is asked by CBSE 3 times. This question is asked by CBSE 3 times in the last 3 years. In the last 3 years, not the latest 3 years. In last 10 years, 3 times this question has been asked. And the question is beta, very, very, very easy to understand. It's your duty to make it easier. See, first you read the statement. To fill a swimming pool, 2 pipes are used. One pipe of larger diameter used for 4 hours and one pipe for 9 hours. Okay. Only half the pool can be filled. Okay. Find how long it will take for the more than the pipe larger diameter. Okay. See, I am writing the statement in shorter way. Smaller pipe takes 10 hours more to fill a pool than a larger pipe. Smaller pipe takes 10 hours more to fill a pool than a larger pipe individually. Okay. In a pool, 2 pipes are connected, one with larger diameter, one with smaller diameter. If the smaller diameter pipe is on, it takes 10 hours more to fill the whole pool than the larger pipe. See beta, if larger pipe takes 10 hours, the smaller will take 20 hours to fill the whole pool. Okay. Now what is said? Larger pipe is on for 4 hours and smaller pipe is on for 9 hours. See beta, in one day or once any day, the larger pipe was kept on for 4 hours and the smaller for 9 hours. Only half pool was filled. Only half pool was filled. Find how much time the pipes take separately to fill the tank. Okay beta, now what is the question? Smaller pipe takes 10 hours more to fill up pool than a larger diameter, larger pipe individually. Larger pipe is on one day for 4 hours and smaller for 9 hours. And the half pool was filled. Okay, now try to understand the question. See beta, once you see, in 4 hours, I can work one complete work. In 1 hour, I can complete 1/4 work. Okay, according to the criteria. And in 3 hours, I can do 3 by 4, that is 1 hour into 3, yes or no? 1 hour work into the number of hours it was worked. Okay, it gives the 3 hour work. Are you getting my point? For 2 hours, it was 2 into 1 by 4, yes or no? Suppose I can do work in 10 hours. One work is done in 10 hours. In 1 hour, the work done is 1 by 10. In 7 hours, the work done is 1 by 10 into 7, that is 7 by 10. Yes or no? This is the criteria I am going to use here. Okay? Done? Now see. You take the screenshot of this. Then we will go for the next, for the solution. See. Question is very easy, very simple, calculations are very simple, but the fact was you have to understand the concept. See, concept is, first you let larger pipe takes X hours to larger pipe fills tank in X hours. Okay, try to make the sense now. And then smaller pipe fills tank in X plus 10 hours. Yes or no? See beta, it is already given. Smaller pipe takes 10 hours more. Larger is taking X hours, the smaller will take X plus 10 hours. Okay, done. Now see what is going to be here. Work done or tank filled, it can be used. Tank filled by larger pipe in 1 hour is equal to 1 by X. Yes or no? This part will be filled. Okay. Tank filled by smaller pipe in 1 hour, 1 by X plus 10. Yes or no? This is the work done. This is the work done by larger pipe in 1 hour and by smaller pipe in 1 hour. Now what is the question? Sorry. And now what is the question? See. Tank filled by larger pipe in 4 hours, because larger pipe was on for 4 hours. Okay, it will be 4 by X. And tank filled by smaller pipe in how much the time? 9 hours. 9 by X plus 10. You got it, beta? See, in 1 hour, 1 by X by the larger pipe. In 4 hours, 4 by X will be. And in the same condition, 1 hour, 1 by X plus 10 by the smaller pipe. For 9 hours, it will do 9 into 1 by X plus 10. That is 9 by X plus 10 work. Yes or no? Take the screenshot. Done beta, you have taken the screenshot. Now see what I am going to do. I am going to rough it of the upper portion. I am going to rough the upper portion. See. Now, what is the condition? According to condition, see beta, according to condition, this plus this work plus this work is half work done. Done beta. Work done by larger pipe in 4 hours, smaller pipe in 9 hours, and the total work done is 1 by 2. Okay. Now I am going to rough it. Okay beta, it was so simple. Now from here you can make the equation. 4 into x plus 10, 9 into x, 1 by 2. Multiply 4x plus 40 plus 9x, x square plus 10x, 1 by 2. Okay beta, now see what is this? 13x plus 40, x square by 10x, 1 by 2. Cross multiplication can be done here. From here you will get 26x plus 80, x square plus 10x. Now shift all these towards the x square plus 10x. Minus 26x minus 80 is equal to 0. Therefore, the equation will be x square minus 16x minus 80 is equal to 0. X square minus 16x minus 18 is equal to 0. This is the equation you will get. And now what will be the solution? You have to do it by yourself. It's your duty. Okay beta, you want me to tell you the factors? X square minus 16x minus 80 minus 20 plus 4. Minus 20 plus 4 will help you to solve the questions. Okay beta, 1 hour, then multiply with 4 to get 4 hour work. 1 hour of smaller pipe into 9 will give you the 9 hour work. A plus will give you the total work done, and it was equal to half pool was filled because it is the given condition. Okay, take the screenshot. We are going to move towards next question. We are going to move towards next question. Okay, done? No. Okay, now next question, question number 5. See beta, might be you will feel that sir, only 6-7 questions, in that only 12 questions were done in a lecture. But do not worry beta, all the concepts are going to be clear to you. And in this quarantine period, mostly time you are free, and you all know only the mathematics is the kind of subject which needs time for practice, and this is the time you can make it opportunity, because we are with you, we are trying our best to give you the maximum. So beta, it should be your duty to get the maximum. Give the maximum time to the mathematics, practice a lot so that you can get the maximum output accordingly. Okay beta, now next type of co-statements based on numbers, fractions. Based on fractions. These are the questions also asked by the CBSE 2-3 times. That's why I am considering here. See beta, one is the question. Numerator of a fraction, what is given? Is 3 less than denominator. You got my point. What is given here? Numerator of a fraction is 3 less than the denominator, and if 2 is added to both, the sum of new fraction and original becomes 29 by 20. Find fraction. See beta, what is the question here? Numerator of a fraction is 3 less than the denominator. You know what is fraction? X by y. See, I am going to start the question because it is very simple. See beta, first of all we will assume the fraction. Let the fraction be x by y. Let the fraction be x by y. Why beta? Because we know fraction is a kind of expression where something is upward, something is downward. This is numerator, this is, yes or no, this is numerator and this is denominator. You all know what is a fraction. That's why I assumed fraction be x by y. Okay, x by y. But what is given here? See, numerator of a fraction is 3 less than the denominator. 3 less than the denominator. See, here what we can consider. If numerator is x, denominator will be, numerator is, fraction is 3 less than the denominator. Numerator is x, will be x plus 3. Yes or no? Why beta? Because numerator is 3 less than the denominator. If you are considering denominator as x, it will be x minus 3. Choice is yours. Okay beta? Choice is yours. If you are taking numerator x, denominator will be 3 more than it. If you are taking denominator x, numerator will be x minus 3. Done. Here y value is you can get. But why should we do like this? We can consider numerator and denominator separately. We can consider numerator and denominator separately. Let numerator be x. Then denominator will be, what the denominator will be beta? X plus 3. Yes or no? Because the numerator is 3 less than denominator. Or you can say denominator is 3 more than numerator. Okay. Then fraction. Fraction is x by x plus 3. This is the original fraction. Okay. Now, if 2 is added to both sum of new fraction and original, this is original fraction beta. Okay. This is original fraction. New fraction. What is new fraction obtained? 2 is added to both. It was original plus 2. Okay. 2 is added to numerator as well as 2 is added to denominator. But you will get x plus 2 by x plus 5. This is original. Original and this is new. And what is condition? According to condition, original fraction plus new fraction is 29 by 20. This is the condition given. Original fraction plus new fraction is 29 by 20. Then beta, original fraction plus new fraction is 29 by 20. You got it? Now what we have to do? We have to put the values. X by x plus 3 plus x plus 2 by x plus 5 is equal to 29 by 20. X by x plus 3 plus x plus 2 by x plus 5. This is the equation formed. Now here you have to take the LCM, then cross multiply and then form the quadratic equation. Okay, you take the screenshot, I will solve it. Or I think you have understood the concept and these sums have you have practiced a lot. You have to do by yourself now. Now we are going to discuss to make the lecture little bit shorter and to make you more practice. What I am decided right now, I will make you understand the statement. Dealing with the statement, we will make the equation and then you have to solve by yourself. Such type of questions you have practiced a lot beta, you should practice and you should do by yourself. I am leaving this question here. I am leaving this question here, or you want to me solve? I am confused. I think many students will not be happy. That's why I am doing this question. Otherwise, in future, in the next video, I will make the equations and you all will have to solve by yourself. You all will have to solve by yourself. X by x plus 3, x plus 2 by x plus 5, 29 by 20. This is the equation we have to solve. Very simple beta. See. Take the LCM. X plus 3, x plus 5. X into this one. This into this one. X plus 2, x plus 3. 29 by 20. Multiply x square plus 5x, x square plus 2x plus 3x plus 6. Multiply this beta and this also and divide by x square plus 3x plus 5x plus 15. 29 by 20. This is the equation we are going to get. X square plus x square, 2x square, 5x, 2x, 3x, 10x, plus 6, x square plus 8x plus 15, 29 by 20. Now what we have to do? We have to cross these. We have to cross these. See, 40x square, you will get 40x square, 20 into this one, 20 into this one will give you 200x, 20 into 6 will give you 120 is equal to 29x square plus 29 into 8. 29 into 8. Tell me what is 29 into 8? What it will be? If you are not able to understand, I will make a lecture so that you can calculate the tables very easily. 8 2s are 16, 160 plus 72, 232. I will explain it later beta in any video if I get time. I will definitely give you. What it will be? 435. Okay, done. This is the equation we got. X square, shift this side, 11x square. 200 minus 232, minus 32x. 120 minus this, 120, what it will be? 513 is equal to 0. Yes or no, beta? This is the equation you got. X square minus 32x. Okay, beta. Now you have done. Now this equation is formed. The statement is okay and the equation is formed. Now what you have to do? You have to do it by yourself. If you want to do it very easily, you can do it. Whatever the way I have told you. 11 into this one. 11 5s are 11 1s and this. 11 3s are 33 and 34. This is the product 5, 6, 9, 3. Okay. In this way 3, 2, 3, 1, 7. Okay. 7, 33, 3, 11. These are the factors of this into this. 5, 3, 7, 3, 11. Now if you see beta, 5 3s are 15, 3s are 45. 7 into 11, 37. Their difference is 32. Product is this. Therefore, you want to factorize minus 77x plus 45x will give you the desirable result and you will get the output. Okay, beta. Question is done. You have to do remaining portion by yourself. Okay. Next question. We are going to deal with this. See beta, numerator type of questions are very simple. That's why I am doing this question only one. The next question I am taking here, this question is based on price of cloth and it was such kind of question was asked by CBSE in 2019 examination. Okay beta, in 2019 examination such kind of question was there. This is the last question of this lecture. This is the last question of this lecture and we have covered time distance concept, number concept and what was the last question we discussed? You all know? Sorry, I do not remember. Time distance concept, work and time concept, sorry. Work and time concept. Okay. Now question number 6 is, total cost of a length of a piece of cloth is 200. Cost of a cloth piece is rupees 200. Okay. If the piece was 5 centimeter longer, if the piece was 5 centimeter longer and each meter costs 2 rupees, rupees 2 less, the piece would have remained unchanged. How long is the piece and what is the original piece per meter? See beta, here I wrote centimeter, this is meter. See, what is the question? I am trying to write the statement in a smaller, shorter way to make you understand. Cost of a piece of cloth is rupees 200. Okay, done. If piece was 5 meter longer, whatever the length of the piece of the cloth, in rupees 200 you are getting. If the piece was 5 meter longer, then the cost per meter would have been reduced by rupees 2. Find the length of cloth. You got my math beta. And cost per meter it will be there automatically. See, you are going to market. Let me give you an example. I went to market with 400 rupees. And I got 40 meter cloth. Out of 400 rupees, I got 40 meter cloth, means per meter cost was rupees 10. Yes or no? 400 rupees, 40 meter cloth, 1 meter cost is 10 rupees. Another person went to market with 400 rupees. Another person went to market with 400 rupees and he got 20 meter of same cloth. 20 meter of same cloth. Per meter cost, he paid this by this 20 rupees. See beta, 400 rupees was the total cost. Okay. Total length of the cloth was 40 meter and per meter cost was 10 rupees. In second case, 400 rupees is the total cost. 20 meter cloth, this is the person A, this is the person B. A person bought 40 meter cloth for 400 rupees, per meter cloth was cost was 10 rupees. B person purchased 20 meter cloth for 400 rupees, per meter cloth is 20 rupees. What is the difference per meter? Is 20 minus 10, that is 10 rupees. Yes or no? See beta, if the length is longer, per meter cost is smaller. If the length is smaller, per meter cost is larger. Yes or no? This is the question. If we increase the length of the cloth, remaining the cost same, the per meter cost decreases. If we decrease the length of cloth for the same cost, the per meter cost is increased. Okay. Now see what will we do here. This is very simple question. Try to understand this beta. This was the question which reduced many students' marks by 2, 3 or 4. Okay. See solution. It is very simple question beta. See solution. Let total cloth purchased was X meters. Okay. Then in second case, cloth purchased was X plus 5 meters. Yes or no? In first case, cloth length is X meter. In second case, it is plus 5, X plus 5 meters. Okay. Total cost is rupees 200. 200, yes or no? Total cost is 200. Per meter cost in first case is rupees 200 by X. Yes or no? Total amount by, see beta, 400 rupees 40 meter cloth. 400 rupees 40 meter cloth. It means 10 rupees per meter. Yes or no? In the same way, cost by length of the cloth. Per meter cost in second case rupees 200 by X plus 5. So much is the cost. So much is the cost in first case. Which is larger? This one is larger beta, because here the length of cloth was less. In second case, length of cloth is more. Here the length of cloth is less. And in this case, length of cloth is more. Therefore, this is smaller amount, this is larger amount. Now, according to given condition, the difference per meter cloth is rupees 2. 200 by X minus 200 by X plus 5. The difference is 2. This is the equation formed. This is the equation formed. Okay, beta? Very frankly, see, this is the cost per meter when the cloth purchased was X meters. And this is the cloth per meter when the length of the cloth was 5 meter more. Whenever you are purchasing extra cloth, what does it mean? Per meter cloth is decreased. Rupees per cost per meter cloth is decreased. This is less than this. And their difference is 2. Their difference is 2. And we make the equation. Now, this is the equation you have to solve by yourself. See beta? Okay, I think you all will do it by yourself. See beta, in this video, we could able to deal with only 6 questions. But these are the 6 questions we have discussed. 4 kinds of questions which we have to study, we have to learn, because these are the questions asked by the CBSE and we have to make command over them. We have to make command over them. Okay. In the next video, in the part 3 of previous year questions regarding quadratic equation, that will be the last video, and 12 questions we studied in the first lecture where 6 types was covered. 6. Here 4 types we have covered. 10 types of questions we have covered. In next video we will do random questions of both types, whether it is of statement or without statement. 5-6 questions we will discuss there, and then we will sum up the chapter 4 from my side, and then from the next day, very next day of the next video, I will conduct an online test for class 10. So beta, class 10, be ready and be ready for test. I will conduct the test and I will inform you whenever I am going to take the test. Okay beta, have a nice day, stay safe, stay home. And one more thing beta, you all are watching the videos and likes and views are very less. Why, I don't know. Views are average. 500 to 600 students are there in 10th class and only 100, 150, 200 students are watching the video. That's very bad, beta. All be regular. Otherwise, the one who is taking the benefit of this quarantine period, he will exceed. He will exceed at the level where you will have to, in that case, you will have to regret that why you did not catch this opportunity. Take this quarantine period as opportunity. Okay, and do work, do as much as hard work you can do. Okay, done beta. Have a nice day. Stay home, stay safe.